Hi. Hello. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. I don't know. Okay. So we're here for Card Sorting Robot video number 8. Wow. You can write a big 8 there. That's what we're doing. Card Sorting Robot number 8. Now, okay. I do have to do a little bit of rambling before I start actually making Card Sorting Robot number 8, but the reason why I haven't been streaming is because, one, I've been employed. Ew. Employment, I know. Gosh. Truly saps the soul out of you, doesn't it? Then the other reason is because I got sick. You can still hear it in my voice right now. I am sick. Womp womp. I might go and cough like crazy. Womp womp. I've got a nice big 6-liter jug of water on my desk right here for me to refill my water bottle with. Because, yeah, believe it or not, drinking water is good for you. Shocker. So, I might need to cough. I might be a little bit delirious during the stream. Not sure if I pronounced that word correctly. Probably did. But yeah. But also, I haven't been working on Card Sorting Robot at all over the last 2 full weeks. Joy, oh joy. My last stream was, I believe, 12 days ago. So, yeah, that was before I got sick though. So now that I am sick, you can hear it. It's worse or better, I don't know. But so what do we need to do, right? Let me pop Fusion 360. Wow, you can see the 8. So here's our thingy. We need to take everything that we've got in Gravity 2. V2, and we need to transfer it into Grabber V3. That's what we need to do. So, how do we do that? I mean, so we've got half of it done so far, I'd say. We've got the important bits are done, I believe. Now, I remember last time having to stop and consider something because there was some really big issue that I had completely forgotten about. I believe it was this belt. because this belt you see has to be some number of centimeters off from the 15 millimeters, 1.5 centimeters off from where the thingy lies. I don't want to click the word manage, okay? But the problem is that here it's blocked by this, I think, is the issue that I had found. So we're actually gonna go and design version 4 of Grabber. Now, most of this, yeah, Grabber, like from the hit card game Pokemon, you're so right. You know what? I did not post this link into my into all of the Discord servers I'm in. Wow, okay. Boom, paste. And believe it or not, I started the stream early enough such that people in the Americas can actually watch it. Isn't that incredible? Wow. Anyway, we have Grabber. We need to make a version 4 of Grabber, actually. So, okay. Now, where did I make this? This was from there. All right, what happens if I just reverse the timeline a little bit? Okay. So, like, okay, the issue here is that, okay, no, I think it's okay. Here's what I can do for the assembly portion. I can hide the belt behind one of the thingies and then slide the bottom cap on. The bottom section is this. And then slide that on after the like important stuff is attached to the top. So I don't actually need to make it like, you know, adjustable or whatever. But I also need a spot for the rubber band so that there's some force on this thingy. Oh, it's got to be so complicated, you know? So dang complicated. Yeah, so I'm sick. I might cough on stream. Gosh, how miserable. But I'll try and mute it as much as possible. Anyway. Card sorting robot. Check this out. Okay, so what if I've got an Allen key right where my elbow goes. That's great. I should do that more often. Okay. I've got just so much junk on my table. Alright, that can go over there. That can all go over there. This can go there. Okay, great. We figured it out. Okay. Let's see here. So this is where we are right now, huh? Let's fix this. Grabber version 4. Why not, right? Why not have Grabber version 4? Or maybe I build Grabber. I just fix this one. One of the two. I mean, I don't want to move that. Let me just go back to... no, not there. A bit further. There we go. Let's create a sketch here. Oh. I got the mute. I muted it. I'm clutch like that. Anyway. So, we need to consider where our thingy mounts. Now, let me see. I need to view this one. So it's 21 off of the center. Got it. Why can I not move my timeline? I think Fusion 360 is broken. I'm gonna have to restart Fusion 360. Boom. That should help explain things. I've got my handy dandy water bottle that I can drink from. Delicious. And nutritious. Now, I have honey on my table. I could very well just make honey water. But the thing is, to do that, I have to get up and go into my kitchen to grab a spoon. Oh no, grabbing stuff from the kitchen. Oh no, chat, what am I to do? I don't want to get out of my chair. Alright, we can go back to this. We need this. Oh good, it didn't save anything. Well, guess we're designing it all over again anyway. I forgot to press the mute button too. Alright, well, cool, great. We're gonna do Grabber, oh, I don't want a caps lock. We're gonna do Grabber version 3 again, redo, but that's okay because I made some mistakes. Looking at this though, this is good. But I do gotta make this sketch. Alright, now let's see here. I need to view this. Actually, you know what? No, I need to view this. Yeah, but does it tell me how far apart they are? It just says 90 degrees. Okay, that's not helpful. Why am I getting a notification error? Oh, it's XUL runner saying that this profile was last used with a newer version of this application. Please create a new profile, even though I've already created a new profile and it's still not working. That's for my Firefox, by the way. I have to use a really old version of Firefox. Well, it's not that old, but and then they've made a modded like thingy so it can look old, but it's cursed and broken, so that's cool, I guess. Where was I? I was trying to figure out how far apart this is. No way, it is the dab emoji. Alright, so let's create a sketch here. So I can get a line from there. 21 millimeters, got it, okay. Now I can create a sketch here. And then I can put down 21. So that is where the thingy should be. Anyway. 12 millimeter and 7 GN by 12. Okay, that's already got perpendicular constraint. Where's midpoint? There it is. Why is this still not constrained though? What is it missing? Let's click this button, see what it says. Really, it needs that? No. Okay. Oh wait, it probably needs this distance. There you go. Why is it 20.99973? Okay. Now, from this, we need a, we need the belt to be exactly 15 millimeters off and then 2 millimeters that way. Okay, this is where the belt goes. So here's an idea. We're gonna print everything. We're gonna aim to make everything print on this face. Okay? Because then if I do that, well, we're gonna make everything print on this, right? Because then I can make this side be flat. This side can be like keyed, and then it can still print while being, I don't know, square or whatever. Tip to be square. Yeah. Anyway, I think I can probably just extend this to like here or something. I don't know, I'm just like YOLOing stuff at this point. So remember, this is where we're putting the belt. If 11 millimeters is a little bit much. I think it's not nearly that big. It's, well, okay, I know exactly how big it is. I think 11 is, it's literally exactly twice as long as it needs to be. I'm so, okay. Let me tell you something. So recently I've been playing a lot of City Skylines 2. And in that game you're building roads, and it's much like this, where you're just drawing lines on the map, right? And to delete things in City Skylines 2, you use the bulldozer tool. And then you use the bulldozer, click it, it goes away. So here I am in Fusion 360, I press the B button. B is the keybind for bulldozer. That's not quite how it works here. We get Control Z in this, John. There's no Control Z in City Skylines 2, that's for sure. Alright, anyway. Let's get this line. Sure. 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 Okay. Seems good to me. Why do the corners look so scuffed? Oh, whatever. That's Fusion 360 being weird. Okay. Okay. Let's get ourselves another line here. We can just connect these like this. So... yeah, okay. Then this inside sliding bit can go up to there. Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit addicted to City Skylines 2 again. Oh no. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? Gosh. Alright. So here is where the, oh yeah, I believe 10 is a good number. I just use WASD. Gosh. I'm so in the mood for City Skylines 2 right now, you don't even know. I would have streamed it, but my voice is shot. Well, it was shot. Now it's slightly less shot. But, yeah, I played so much City Skylines 2 over the last, like, 4 days or something. It's crazy. Okay, maybe not 4 days. Maybe it was literally just, like, 3 days. Yesterday, I went outside. But the 2 days before that, I just played City Skylines 2. What a wonderful game. Even though it's, like, bad or whatever, it's better than City Skylines 1. Just... I don't know. No, it's just easier to play than City Skylines 1. The quality of life is there, you know. City Skylines 1 is just like not. But anyway, we're building our grabber. We're not talking about City Skylines 2. No. So, yeah, let's put our thingies in the spots where they're supposed to go. Let's look at this so I can be reminded of stuff. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't worry, I got the mute. I'm close. I'm clutch like that. Okay. So, this is not all that complicated, I guess. It's really just a, it's really not that much. So, let's just get it done with, you know? Oh yeah. I mean, here I am just YOLOing the measurements. Surely that would never go wrong, right? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna mirror stuff. Boom. There we go. Now it's perfect. Incredible. Wow. Okay. So on this side we can have something here. We can have something here. Oh yeah, and then I need this for this. There we go. That'll do it, I think. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, I should have a little... No, that'll be a problem for when we're in 3 dimensions. Okay, what else do I need to do here? So this is for the limit switch. This here is that kind of hook thing that we yapped about for a really long time. The whole up and down slidey mechanism, as it's called in the business. I'm gonna redesign this so that these run on bearings, because then it, you know, won't wear out nearly as quickly. It's just good design, you know, it's just good design. Yeah. That'll run on bearings. This is something that does something. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, this is for the belt. Yeah, I've accounted that. That's the screw that holds the belt in place. I think that's fine. This is something that does something. Oh yeah, I also need the spring. Maybe we put the rubber band like here. Yeah, okay, I'll put the rubber band in a little bit, in a little like cave area. Please make it normal. So here's what we can do. We can do this. And then the entire rubber band thing can just go there. And then the thing that has to do with the whatever it's called can go here. Why am I so bad at explaining things today? The mechanism that I yapped about. Not that, this. This thingy can go over here. And let's see, what else is there that I need to do? The belt, the badge holder can go here in this corner. The rubber band is there. Limit switch will be at the top of this thingy. I can just have it be like to the side a little bit. Let me grab the limit switch so that I remember what it looks like, except now I can't find it. Man, I'm tired. Alright, let's grab this thing. Oh, alright. That's an Arduino. Oh, this is the grabber number 1. That one worked really well for what it was. I mean, it worked really well for something that didn't have any of the parts we actually need on it. Which, you know, probably means that it was really bad, but whatever. Okay, where are these limit switches? I know I ordered like 1,000,000 of them. Did I put them in another box? This should be my electronics bin. Oops, I just knocked something over. Good job, me. No, they're not in my other bin, so they're definitely in this bin. But, where in this bin is the question. I like how I have a relay board. I'm not going to use the relay board. I don't have anything that relays. Like, I have MOSFETs. I need MOSFETs. Where are these limit switches, chat? Oh, there they are. I found them. They're in a little bag labeled 8. I don't know what that means. Did I order 8 limit switches? I don't think so. Why is it labeled 8? Well, whatever. That doesn't matter. It's not important. What's important is that I have them. Wow. Yep, they do click. Okay, now where is this gonna go? Oh, I know. You know the whole rubber band thingy? I can mount my limit switch at the top, like here. And so above the rubber band, I'll have the limit switch and it will click when it gets to the top or whatever. That'll work. Surely that will work. You know what? That's enough design for this. $40. looks good enough to me. Wait, why are these faces different? I copied them. Look, I don't like this software. It's annoying. Okay, that doesn't work. Source face, pick that one. Target face, that one. That doesn't work either. Why not? Is my aircon even running? It doesn't feel like it is. Source face, pick that one. Oh, there we go. There we are. Okay. Oh yeah, Silksong came out, huh? Any of you been playing Silksong? Yeah, let's get some of that Skong gaming in this, John. I need to see my sketch again so I can extrude this big mess. Holy cow, what a bunch of lines. Uh-huh. There we go. And would you look at that? Incredible. Incredible, isn't it? Okay. Now, let me remind myself how the rubber bands work. Okay, I've been reminded. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me get a rubber band in real life. I had 14 on my table and now they're all missing. I don't know how that works. Like, literally, I had so many rubber bands on my desk, like, yesterday. And now I can see a total of 0. Hold on, let me eat a cough drop. Yummy! Where are my negative 14 rubber bands? Ow! Okay, good job, me. You have successfully disappeared your entire rubber band collection. They don't call me the rubber band man. Okay, where is this stuff? Shoot. Uh-oh, chat. Did I accidentally throw them out? Because they were on my desk and being really a mess. You're playing Celeste. Celeste is a game. Select. Else. No rubber bands in this bin. Okay. Uh-oh, chat. I'm gonna cough. I'm clutch like that. Got the mute on lock. Okay, where are my rubber bands? Like, I'm being /thirst right now, bro. Alright, let me go and I gotta pause for a little bit so I can go and find those rubber bands. Chat, I can't find them. Where are my dang rubber bands? Oh my. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Yep. They're gone. Did you hear that car outside? Yeah. Yep. People like to drive fast here for some reason. Alright, let me check in my other room real quick. Okay, I found one really random, really old rubber band. I did not buy Silk Song, no. Alright. Maybe I should go and buy some takeout. I can get a rubber band. I'm kidding. Oh, wait. No, that's not a rubber band. Wow. That's mighty impressive, me. How do you lose so many rubber bands when you've been saving them up for this exact purpose? Good work. Nice job. Keep it up. Okay. Well. No, because the problem is that I need to know the size of an average rubber band so that I can dimension my thingy so that the rubber band is like good and not bad. So maybe we're just cooked. Maybe we're just cooked. Oh yeah, that's cool, I guess. No, because I swear I had like 15 on my table. Where'd they all go? Huh? Incredible. Good work, me. Good work. You know, I knew my desk was oddly clean. Maybe I have to go downstairs and buy some rubber bands. Odd, I've never had to buy them before. They always come with my takeout. And now they're all gone. Oh! Wait, I have a secret hidden stash of a single rubber band. I found, there we go. There we go. This, you see, I have a camera, a smartphone tripod. Inside of the smartphone tripod is a rubber band. One singular, lonely rubber band. And so this will be my singular, lonely rubber band to test the entire thing with. Joy, oh joy. How wonderful. Alright, that will go away. And I will use this rubber band as a measurement for whatever it is that I'm doing right now. Okay, let's see here. This, so double wrapped, it can go about 35. So 40 millimeters seems to be a good number. Luckily, that's pretty much exactly how tall the entire thing is. So yippee, I guess. I might need to make this side go up a little bit more. Or maybe not the entire thing, but at least the section where the rubber band will be mounted. Yeah. So, no. Probably here, I'd say. I think I'd want the rubber band to be mounted. But remember, this is also where we're gonna have the limit switch, so. I need to think about the printing orientation too. Remember, everything's gonna be rotated by maybe roughly 90 degrees. So let's see here. How is that gonna work? Okay, maybe I'm just really dumb right now, but like, oh, okay, so that's how the, okay, that's not too bad. No, it is actually kind of bad. Well, that'll be a problem for future me, haha. Alright, so basically we're gonna have the rubber band be mounted here. So this is gonna go up by 10. What types of circles are there? Five. There we go. No, I don't want an R5 circle. I actually just want a circle in the middle section here. That. And then I also want one for a screw. I believe it would be an M3. I'm gonna make that be 2.8 so it spreads a little bit. There we go. And now onto this one. This should be a lot easier. I just take a circle and write 2.8. Finish that. Extrude that in, I don't know, we'll go with like 10, whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyway, I guess it does matter a little bit, but whatever. Okay, that's where our, that's for the rubber band. That should be pretty much it, I think, unless I did it upside down. But I believe it's the center. The center one wants to be pushed up. Oh yeah, no, I didn't do it upside down. We're all good. Don't worry, chat. Everything's good in this John. So since Silk Song just came out, I'm under the dilemma. So I haven't beaten Hollow Knight before yet, right? Actually, I've only played it for about 30 minutes. But either way, once I do finish it, now I have a dilemma. Do I buy Silk Song on Steam, or do I buy it for the Switch 2? Because I have a Switch 2, right? I've been playing a good amount of No Man's Sky on it. You can hear it. I've been playing, let's see. Yeah, I've been playing Donkey Kong, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Oh, that game's awesome, by the way. Some No Man's Sky. You know, just a variety of games. Some Celeste. Even though I've got Celeste on Steam and I have Celeste on, you know what? That's a great idea. A physical copy on Switch 2? You're right. Also, I'm in Taiwan, meaning the Steam copy is about $11-12. 12 USD, yeah. Team Cherry, yeah, you know what? I was thinking that too. I was like, yeah, you know, they deserve it. Well, I mean, they've been in development heaven for the last 7 years, so. I mean, have they made enough money? Maybe, but do they deserve it? Yeah. Alright, we need to exactly support your small businesses. We need to hide the sketch that I'm seeing right now and create a new one, because this circle is too big. Does not need to be, what, 40mm diameter? Let me grab my, you know what, actually it does need to be a 40mm diameter. Wait, hold on, what am I doing? Let me go back into here. Get my 10mm, this is gonna be the circle. Actually 11, because then it is better. I don't know, it's just for no reason at all. Let me check out how high up it's always been. I think it's always been 1 centimeter off of the bottom one. Well, yeah, okay. So let's get our 11. And then we can extrude this starting offset 10mm, negative 10 millimeters. Negative 10, I can type. And then I believe here it is 1mm thick, so we'll just, okay, negative 20 then, I guess, sure. There we go. And then at the top here, we can actually make it be less cringe and stupid and ugly. But I can deal with that later once I get my, alright. I believe every single time I've been saying inscribed, but I actually want the circumscribed, I think. Alright, we got this far. Now what do I need to do? I need my ruler so I can measure the one that I already have. Yeah, I believe circumscribed of 6 is correct. Oh gosh, now I can't get my angle correct. Dang it. Alright, here, watch this. Boom. Boom. See, look at that. Actually, yeah, I think -5 is about right. Yeah. Yeah, man, can't wait for Silk Song 2 to come out. Haha, that's gonna be so cool. Skong. Let's make this one. No, we don't need it. Silk Song 2. 2057. Alright, here's what we need to do. We need to make this be less dang annoying to print. So we're gonna get rid of that. Boom, check this out. Alright, Squirrel Man, why are you playing Total War Shogun 2 when you could be playing Silk Song? There, look at that, wow. That'll be so much easier to print, huh? Yeah. Okay. It's really funny. I'm designing the entire thing 90 degrees off. Great. Yeah, we all rotate it, but whatever. Anyway, because this is the face I'm going to be printing everything on, if that wasn't apparent to you. Because this is Grabber version 2, right? It had issues being cringe and whatever, and so we're trying to fix that with this. Then, since we're here now, I can create my sketch. And, you know, this hole doesn't... What if I just left it? What if I just said, yeah, whatever, bud? Right? You know what? Here, we're gonna get a rectangle. We're gonna get a center rectangle. We're gonna make it 40 by 40. Watch this. 40 tab 40. That's not how you spell 40. And then I'm gonna take this. I don't know where I was going with that. I wanted to rotate it. I wanted to rotate it in 45 degrees. We're gonna undo what I just did, and we're just gonna do it like this. Wow, that's some number. I think it needs to be 20. I can't do math apparently. Oh wait, no, I can do math. This one should be 20. It has to be at a 90-degree angle. There we go, like that. And then this is tangent to this. This is tangent to that. That's over constrained. And then I need a D sketch dimension. Sketch dimension of this and this. This should be 135, I think. Wow. We're so good at mathematics, guys. Is that not something I... Oh, there we go. Boom. Check that out. Wow. Hold on, I got a cough coming up. Yeah, the mute button on the microphone does go crazy. Alright. So, now we've got this. That's what it looks like all together now. I like how it slowly becomes... I don't know, I like it more than Grabber version 2, but it's also just like, I'm just doing the same thing I was doing earlier. You know what I mean? It's just the exact same thing. Oh yeah, I should figure out how far apart these are. Yeah, that's about right. Anyway, where was I? Okay, we have 2 of the things we needed to do done. We have our rubber band. Next up, I'm gonna do the belt. the belt attachment, it's gonna be right here. I did it in a really dumb, idiotic way instead of like the good way. But you know what? Whatever. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it the same way that I've been doing it the entire time, which is a loop around a screw and then a screw to hold it together. Even though technically you shouldn't need that second screw to hold it together, I'm just doing it because it makes it easier. Yeah, I didn't even consider that Silksong would be released in physical form on the Nintendo Switch too. That's a great idea. Now I'm wondering, is it going to be released as a Switch 1 cartridge but then Switch 2 welcome pack download, or will it be released as an all-in-one like Switch 2 edition kind of deal, right? I'm curious. Okay, why does my little counter say I have 9 viewers? That doesn't make sense. There's no way. That's fake. Fake news, guys, fake news. Anyway, we're getting around. We need a circle, and then we need a line for the circle. Yeah, I mean, like, okay, the reason why it has to be a Switch 2 cartridge is because, like, to have the Switch 2 upgrade pack in it, it has to be a Switch 2 cartridge, right? Yeah, 4 viewers on your end. My YouTube panel says 6. The stream said 9. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I shouldn't even have a viewer count if I wanted to optimize for my mental health. That's right, the Twitch view bots. No, actually, this is where I spent my money. This is where I spend all my ad revenue money, is in view bots, so I get more ad revenue money. You see, it's like an infinite cycle. It's an Ouroboros of YouTube's money. 2.8. Surely that can fit a belt, right? I can do mathematics. Alright, we're gonna just call... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna get a line here as measurement 10. That is 1 centimeter. This is too close. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get 15 millimeters from the top. Then, for the next section, we're gonna get 20 millimeters down. I'm gonna write 20, and then I'm gonna put it off to the side. I will fix that later. Then down here, I will put this, it will be 6 millimeters. Then, using that point, I can put 2.8. That's where the screw goes. Then, I can use a tangent, put that tangent this. What the heck just happened? Alright, first we need to dimension this be exactly 15. Why is it 14.999? I don't know. 15. Then I click the tangent button, tangent this to this. It's gonna work, and then I can use coincident on this dot and this circle. There we go. Check it out, guys. I'm learning real time how to do things the good way. Boom. Oh yeah, that's good. Let me get my sketch again so I can fill this in. No, I don't want all, actually. I want to object. Look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? That looks good. Okay. Next up, we can take this and drill it in like, I don't know, 10. Sure. And then we can get a sketch here. Boom. I can see where everything is. Let's get ourselves a circle. Actually, you know what? We're gonna get ourselves a line from here to here. And now I have a midpoint. We're gonna make this go 10 millimeters down. And then I can get a circle from this point, and I want it to be 3. And then I click the finish sketch button. I extrude this way. And then to make sure that our entire thingy can still slide in where it's supposed to slide, I'm gonna make an outside little portion for this. Sure, we'll call that good. And then let's also just get a one of these going, you know? No. Okay, you know what? Yeah, and then we can get a perpendicular constraint on that and that, and it'll perfectly do it. Wow, constraints are incredible. What a wonderful tool. Maybe I should learn how. I'm just kidding. I know how to use them. It's just that I don't. Well, I guess I am right now, huh? There. Wow, look at that. Okay, now I don't need this sketch anymore. And now we have 3 of the thingies that we need to do done. Yippee. Next up, we've got to do this. We've got to do our badge holder. We've got to figure out how we're going to mount our limit switch. And then I think we're actually done with Grabber version 3. Isn't that incredible? Oh. No, I need the mounting for the linear rail. Of course. That's kind of important, everybody. That's kind of important. Let's see how this looks so far, though. Look at that. See, and then the belt is hidden from view so that when you need to fix it, it's really, really annoying to fix it. That's the goal. Yep. You know, okay. You know how the Cybertruck, one of the reasons why it's so hard to repair is because it uses really, really, really big castings on the front and the rear sections. So like, you know how on a normal car, like you'll have the subframe and then you'll have like that attached to the frame and then you'll have like the whatever else. I don't actually know that much about cars. I know a little bit about cars, but not that much. But like the Cybertruck instead has everything all cast together. I'm doing the Cybertruck equivalent. Yeah, and so to repair a Cybertruck, if you get into like a mild collision in the front or the back, or if let's say your tow hook falls off, wonder if that's happened before, then you have to actually cut off like the entire rear section of the car and weld a new version on top. And so actually they don't weld it, they use an epoxy. I mean, like, it works, it does the job, and I don't think so it's not that bad to repair. It just makes it really hard for the individual to repair, which, you know, is somewhat problematic. But yeah, so the Cybertruck is built with big castings. They're called mega castings, and so like the entire front section of the car is one big casting, and the entire rear section of the car is one big casting. I'm doing essentially that for this card sorting robot, so if a single thing breaks, you have to reprint the entire part. Woo! That's great. Good job, B. I love modular design. It's not modular. It is ridiculous. Yeah, it's really silly. They did it because it's cheaper the first time around. To build it the first time, it's cheaper, but then to fix it, more expensive. I mean, I think their idea was that the car just wouldn't break, but obviously cars break, so. Anyway, where was I? I'm gonna sneeze again. Uh-oh. Boom. Mute button coming in clutch yet again. Yeah, I'm sick. So I'm out of a job now. I'm unemployed, right? But my brief stint with employment was, it's not even a cheap car. Yeah, you're right. It's a really expensive car. They just, did it like that. I don't know. Where was I? I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was. Wait a second. Uh-oh. This rubber band mount isn't long enough. It needs to be roughly 40 centimeters longer. Oh, the card sorting robot? Yeah, let me show you actually. Okay. So, hold on. Let Fusion 360 load a little bit. This is the card sorting robot as of right now. And so, the reason why I'm building a card sorting robot is one, because it would be a really cool graduation project, and two, because one of the greatest issues you come across when you start collecting trading cards for playing like Pokemon or Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or Lorcana or One Piece or whatever, is that when you have a lot of cards, it's really hard to find the card you want, right? And so usually you're gonna have to sit there manually and sort all of your cards into different boxes depending on what the card is, right? And so, you know, a couple years ago, I was like, surely there's a card sorting robot, right? And, well, more than a couple years ago, this was back when I was in high school, so ages ago, like maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I was like, surely there's a card sorting robot. I looked, and there was one card sorting robot to sort all of the cards in, like, okay. Basically, I need a robot that sorts the cards, right? I looked for one 7 years ago. It's expensive. Okay. You want to know the price of a card sorting robot? 20,000 United States dollars. Yes. 20,000 for the TCG player Roka. Yes. That is the current, air quotes, king, end air quotes, of the card sorting robot scene, right? The second one is the Fizzbatch 9000, which is, I believe, roughly $4,000 deposit. I mean, this is a deposit for them to build it, and then you lease it. You lease this robot for 400 United States dollars a month. And I'm like, well, surely the parts to build a simple one are less than $400. So like, here was my theory, right? Sure, this $4,000 deposit plus 400 a month sorting robot might be, you know, fast or, you know, efficient or whatever, right? But you know what is faster than one $4,000 robot that's fast and efficient? I don't know, maybe 10 robots that are less efficient and slightly slower, but you have 10 of them. So I'm here, I'm like, well, surely I can build one for 400 bucks. And that's what I'm working on right now. I'm making an open source one. I'm putting all the stuff on the internet. I want anyone to be able to make one because I don't care about money. So that's what this is. This is my card sorting robot. And so I'm trying to make it cheap. Cheap and easy, and that's why I'm making it primarily with aluminum extrusion, 3D printed parts, and almost entirely with M3 screws because I don't own anything else. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, it is true, but because that way it's easier to do everything. One tool to rule them all. Except I have some M5 for the stepper motor mounts, I believe. No, those are M3 too. Where are my M5s? I had M5s. Oh, the M5 screws are for exclusively the pulleys. You see these parts? Yeah. The other side just uses an off-the-shelf stepper motor mount, which is why it doesn't exist. But anyway, yeah, so this entire idea is a graduation project for, well, college, I guess. I'm a computer science student. I'm not even supposed to be doing stuff in real life, but that's what I'm doing. Sue me, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, where was I? So I need to copy all the stuff I did here. So it looks like this side is flat. Maybe it's a good idea to make this side flat, because then, you know what? Let's just do it. Whatever. Line. Boom. Surely that's good, right? Let me look at the real thing in real life. Oh, here it is. Okay, the problem is that the nut that holds it on is probably too big for this. I'll have to make a little cutout anyway. But I don't know if I should do that. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this and then watch this. Circle. Funny. No. Here, watch this. We have a new strategy. It's called don't put a line there. New strategy is called we're gonna put a line here instead. Hopefully it's, wait, hold on, let me check something. I don't know if I even tested if I can insert this. Oh, I can, okay. Now can I tighten this screw? Oh yeah, okay, so whatever this distance is fine. So let's see. 5. Cool, okay. If this is a 5.5 millimeter, then this should be like an 11. We're gonna make it be a 10 because I don't know. 10 feels like a better number. Okay, now this line can go all the way to that at a right angle. You know what? Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. That's how you do it. Okay, I was wondering what the keybind was for that. I found it. Ooh, that would look cool. Ah, yes, this is obviously important. This is something I should be doing right now. No. Okay. Create the sketch. I need to be able to see. No, not that one. I want this corner. Thank you. You know what? We're not going to do it from there, actually. You know what? Bye-bye sketch. We're going to do it from here instead. Body 1. Is there a keybind for sketch? I don't even know. Okay, I have the frame built. I have it roughly. Okay, so I've got out here. Let me pick this up and move it. Okay, so like my desk is really messy right now, but I can show you what I've got so far. Oh, metal pipe falling sound effect, except it's a plastic bin. Oh, you can see my dad's messages. Haha. Maybe I should figure out how to not have that happen. Settings. Notifications? Ah, here it is. Let me just... Boom. Alright, now you can't see my dad's message. Haha. Okay, let me move stuff. I have a messy table, but you get to see it. Alright. It's funny, I rearranged my desks to make it easier to do camera streams, and then instead of doing the camera streams, I just covered the desk with more junk. So, alright, you're getting a little bit of a behind the scenes peek here. Let me find my droid cam. There it is. Okay. And then I click this button. Boom. Alright. This is what I've got so far. You can see that's the off-the-shelf stepper motor mount. This is the gantry that I've got designed. There's the vertical linear rail. I don't know, this is the other belt. That's where see, I've mounted the limit switch because I don't own any M2.5s or whatever. I'm just using some 3D printer filament. I think that's M2. Actually, it's not M2.5. I have no idea. I don't own any of the things. So, but yeah, that's what I've got. This is version 1 of the grabber. This is version 2 of the grabber. Here's the other half of it. This print, I forgot to put supports on it, so that's why it failed. But it was fundamentally flawed anyway, so I didn't reprint it. There's my keyboard. There's Linus Tech Tips. But yeah, so there's that. This is empty, I don't know what. But yeah, so this is the gantry that I designed some time ago. Now the issue here is that I don't have the mount for my badge holder. So because this linear rail is so heavy up and down, right, that's gonna tax the stepper motor. So I have a badge holder, and this is gonna counteract the weight of this linear rail. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Let's get back to Fusion. Boom. Yeah, Linus, I like my Linus mouse mat. It's funny. I got it for $5 during their Black Friday sale in 2022. So, yep. Unfortunately, they don't sell it anymore. How tragic. But yeah, so that's what I've got so far, and next up is the grabber. Oh, my bin. Right, well, you don't need to see the bin. The bin's not that exciting. Because also, I need to completely redesign the bin anyway, so this one's bad. But it prints without supports. Okay, where was I? I was doing this linear rail mount, right. Okay, so let's see here. What if I just put it in a place? Like, what if it just didn't matter? No, I'm kidding, it doesn't. Alright, let's see. Let me grab this. Alright. I don't know. The mounting spots are 25 millimeters apart. So I'm just gonna take a circle here. 5 millimeters off the top, I guess. Circle. 3, yeah. And then 25. Circle. 3. Boom. Finish the sketch. Now we can extrude these into here. Now one of them is going to be inside of this little area, but that's okay because I can just cut a little slot for me to drop the nut into, and then it's a-okay. So let's do that right here actually. Actually, how will I do that? How am I gonna locate it? Oh, it's just in the middle. Okay. Check this out. Boom. Boom. And then I need not a 2-point rectangle. Let me see. Oh, here. Okay, so, I've got so much aluminum extrusion on my desk right now because once I finish once I find the time, I'm gonna do a little bonus stream of some non-card sorting non-card sorting robot content. I know that that's what you guys really don't care about, but ooh, Kevin with a subscription. I like how it worked, but it didn't play my sound effect. Dang it. Okay. Let's see, this is 6 millimeters. Okay. So let me get a rectangle. No, let's just get a line. 3. Now, how deep is it? 2. We're gonna say that's 3. 6. Okay. Extrude this down some amount. That'll do it. Now watch this. Create the sketch. I can't see anything. Now I can see stuff. Why is it like that? Well, whatever. Let's get ourselves a circumscribed, yeah, circumscribed polygon. There we go, like that. Make this go 3. Make this go 3. Check that out, everybody. Okay, now there's a minor... Oh wait, no, it's not a minor issue, because we have this magical thing called bridging. I love modern 3D printing. Fantastic. Back in the day, you had to worry about so much. But now, so easy. Okay, well, that's that. Yeah, okay. So I'll just slide a nut down there, screw into it, and then up here, let's just... Oh, I'm in college, so it's okay that I'm unemployed. I taught English. Actually, it was just a summer job, so it's perfectly okay that I'm unemployed. I taught English at a, because I'm in school, I'm going to school in Taiwan, right? But I'm a native English speaker, so people who speak English are pretty high in demand right now. Or why is this not on the same plane as that? It is on the same. Okay, I'm just tripping. Okay, but yeah, I taught. Okay, why can I not? Is it because of this? Yeah, just because of that. Cool. I taught English, just for a few weeks. Really, it was really just a way to pass the time. Except it ended up passing too much time, and I couldn't stream like I had intended to. So that's unfortunate. But alas, this should be 3. I'm gonna leave it at an angle because I need this. Hey, am I not in the sketch tools right now? There it is. How odd. But yeah, it was just a real quick teaching English to kindergartners job. It wasn't, yeah, that serious. There we go. Extrude this in. I'm gonna call that 2. 2 being good enough. Boom, boom. Look at that. Wow, incredible. So we have to mount it to the linear rail before we actually insert the suction cup. And then we also have to do the belt before we insert the outer sleeve. Wait, we're not inserting the outer sleeve. We're inserting it into the outer sleeve. There we go. English is my native language, of course. We need to modify this. Or what if I just added another loop to it? You know what I mean? Wait. Yeah, no. Wait. No, it is right. Wait, no, it isn't. Huh? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm very confusing. How are the kids in that? Okay, so each time, every week, they swapped me into a different classroom. And so each week, I got to experience new kids. let's say that week 1 was really difficult because 1, it was my first week, and 2, there were 2 students who really did not get along, we'll say. They got along, but you know, in the way that like little boys do. So they fought each other. Like they were, I'd call them friends, but like, you know, in a little like nemesis way. And so that was interesting. Week 2, oh, it was so easy. Week 2 was so easy because they spoke the best English out of like the building. Okay, this is upside down. Yeah. But I had determined that already, so what do I do about that? Then week 3, half the class like couldn't speak English, you know? And since I can't speak Chinese, it makes it really difficult to tell them what's going on. So it's really sad because I have to spend most of the time like trying to get the kids who don't speak English to like even listen to me. So I'll be like, hey everyone, eyes up here. I'd like to see your fingers in the sky so that we can point at the instructions, right? Fingers in the sky, everybody. 3 of the kids would point their fingers into the sky. And then you'd have the group of 4 on the left who didn't speak English, just like looking at their book or whatever. Yeah, I'm in Taiwan. I don't speak Chinese, so it's great. I like how alright, what do I do about this being backwards? Let's see, what can I do about it being backwards? Like, what happens if I just like looped my rubber band around one more time, right? Wouldn't that be like too strong though? Yeah, that's far too strong. What I need to do is I need to have a way to make this rubber band like, I don't know, longer. So that it's not as strong, you know what I mean? Like, how do I waste the rubber band? I mean, I could wrap it around the screw and just use one of the links, I guess. You know what? We're gonna call that we'll figure it out when, we're gonna make a version 4 of Grabber, I don't care. It's called rapid prototyping for a reason. You make a prototype, throw it out, make another prototype, throw that one out, and then finally you'll eventually have 1/3 of the product you would have if you had actually designed it correctly in the first place. But let's see, what was I up to? No, that's fine, we're done with that. You know what? I should just get rid of this little outcropping so that I can, boom, finish the sketch. Boom, get rid of that. Okay, great. I'm gonna put the badge holder here again, just like I did on this one. I think that was a good spot for it, and I still think, okay, the only thing that did not completely fail on this design was the badge holder. Wait, how long is this? 50. How long is this? 45. Uh-oh. Yeah, that might be a bit of an issue. You see the little rubber part? Well, I mean, I could just cut it, you know, it's not, okay, well, it's not a real problem. Never mind. No issues here. Create the sketch. Need this again. The circle. 10 millimeters. And then I would like to create a, all right. Finish that. Can I move this sketch object? I can move the sketch object. I can't move the sketch object. This is so sad. All right, We're not gonna build a sketch there. What we're gonna do first, we're gonna create an offset plane 5 millimeters in, so that I can create my sketch here. Then I can create my center diameter circle of 10 millimeters. Click finish sketch. Now we have that. And then I can go over here and I can use one of the tools that I used last time. I can't remember where it is. Oh, right. I need to make another sketch here. Watch this everybody. Take this, 2 millimeters. Then we get ourselves, no, we're gonna take a slot actually. Center to center. Center to center, 1. And then to make the geometry a little, you know what? No, not center to center there. Slot. Ooh, I need a drink of water. 1 millimeter. Finish the sketch. And then check this out. Check this out. I realized that I no longer need the. I've got revolve. Wow. I didn't need the circle. Cool. Well, anyway, now we have a circle floating. Bye, circle. Goodbye. We don't need you anymore. I also don't. Okay, the plane's gone. That's fine. Wow, look at that. How easy was that, huh? Alright, I need to refill my water bottle from my 6-liter jug of water. Ugh. Yes. I bought a 6-liter jug of water. It cost me 70 new Taiwan dollars, which is about $2 in freedom dollars. Freedom Eagles. Oh, I have a bin of stuff on the floor. Did you know that when your desk is covered with a whole bunch of junk, it gets really difficult to make things on it? Wow. Crazy. Alright, I'm gonna mute this. Wait, no, I can do ASMR. Here, check this. Water pouring ASMR. You can't hear it, haha. My noise gate is too strong. Alright. The water has been poured, and I'm gonna be honest, the water was one of the big things that was taking up space on my desk. So now it's on the floor. Crazy how we can have rapid prototyping in the area of cleaning my desk up. Incredible. Wow, that's so much better. Okay. We're most of the way done here, actually. Like, I'm surprised at how quick this turned out to be. All we need now is the, what is that sound? Oh, well. Now, 2 more things. We need the, this entire hook mahjong, which took me, what, 2 hours to design last time? Sorry, I've got a cough. I'm back. Anyway, we've got this hook mahjong. This is our clicky pen mechanism. Wow. And then we've got to do the, wait, I just realized something. This is entirely impossible to print. What? Huh? Okay, chat, I'm exceedingly confused right now. Oh! It's because I printed it from the other side, so it wouldn't have to... Okay. Yeah, my college is taught entirely in English, but it's in Taiwan, so yeah. It's because they have like a push for like, I don't know, English in Taiwan. There's like a whole deal with like English being the country's second language by 2030 or something, although everyone knows that's not happening. Uh-oh, cough coming up. Yeah, so all the classes are in English, which, you know, makes it easy for me, but all right, how can I do this such that I can print it? How do you do it such that you can print it? I know what to do such that I can print it. Watch this. Undo. Here, we are gonna undo everything beyond there. Check this out. Check this out. What is going on outside? Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Check this, check this. Watch this. All right. We're gonna take a 2.8 millimeter circle there, and then I'm gonna take another big circle outside of it. Oh no, 10. 10 will do. Will 10 do? Wait, hold on. Interesting. Is it possible to do this? I'm just trying to avoid using supports no matter what. That is my entire goal when designing this. So how do I do this? Question of the day, huh? Daily Wordle. How do I do it? All right, we've got to think. We've got to consider. All right. Okay, what my plan here was, I'm gonna put a screw, and then that'll just be that. But the problem with just putting a screw and calling it that'll just be that is that the entire idea of this badge holder relies upon the fact that the badge holder, you know, is flat, and so if I just like copy this design, it fits perfectly. It just like works perfectly here. It's hard to explain, but it just works like that, you know? And the problem is that to do that, I abuse the fact that that is the face that I'm printing it on. This stupid badge holder, it's so dumb. It's such a good solution, but it's such a dumb solution at the same time. It does exactly what I needed to do, but like a badge holder, really? Why a badge holder? Okay, undo, undo, undo. Undo again. All right, you know what? We're gonna do a live IRL video section again. I'll show you how it holds the badge holder. Oh my, that's an advertisement. All right, let me click camera. Check that out. See, look at how easy that is. Basically, you see, you see the badge holder has the string, right? And it's under tension, so it pretty much just works like that. And so the badge holder, you know, just like is like that. That's it. Now the reason why I was able to get away without using supports last time is because I printed it on this face, right? Except this time I'm printing it on this face. You can tell by the design of the entire thing that it is meant to be printed on this face. And this one is also meant to be printed on this face. Now I think it wouldn't be that difficult to make it print on this face, but we are already that deep into the thingy, and I kind of don't want to. Version 4 I can fix it, but I mean, I'm kidding, of course. Like, what if I just printed this one in the other direction, right? This is the one that really has to be printed in that way, but this one, maybe not. I mean, okay. Isolate it? I could. Oh yeah, I forgot. I should, I need to make this more printable. What angle is that? 73 degrees? Can a 3D printer print 73 degrees? I'd say 60 is probably a good number. Bye-bye. There we go. So, I'm curious. Like, technically there's nothing stopping me from just flipping this part, but for some reason I'm really like against the idea for some reason. I don't know why. Like, there's no logical reason why I should be against it. I mean, I'd have to fix this, but that's not too bad. This is fine. This would be fine. I'd put the angle on this side, but if anything, that's even better. I mean, let's see. Let me consider this a tiny bit further. Badge holder, huh? Oh, I figured it out. It's really not that difficult, actually. Yeah, no, it really isn't that difficult. All I need to do is create the sketch like this. No, I don't create it like that. I know what I need to do. Basically, you just have a hook. It's really that simple, but like, basically, you have this be the face that the badge holder goes out to. So it's around this axis instead of around this axis, basically. So create a sketch here. Hold on, what was? No, I don't need that one either. Create this sketch. I need to turn this back on so I can see. Hold on. Something like that should be fine, right? I'm gonna be honest, I literally never use this tool. Okay, why is it broken now? Boom. Yeah, 1.5, sure. Boom. Sure. Okay. Finish the sketch. No. And then I need to revolve. What? Alright, fine. I will close this loop, sure. I clicked the back button thinking it was a back button. Gosh. Alright, revolve around this. There we go. I'm dumb. There's no way that'll work, right? No, it will work. It'll stay contained. There we go, look at that. It's too big. Here, we're gonna do that again using a slot. That'll do it. Also, it doesn't need to be that much of an angle. Maybe it does. There. I love wasting time on things that can be solved with a single tool. Look at that. Problem solved. Now it'll just print like that, and then it will snap off really, really easily because that's the layer alignment direction. Good. Okay, so basically, it'll just go into this section instead. And the tension will hold it in. The tension doesn't hold it in, I'll just use a piece of tape. I don't know. It'll be fine. No biggie. No biggie. See, I'm doing all of the the easy ones first because I'm too afraid of doing the hard thing, which is this. So, some of you might not have been there for when we designed this. The reason why we have this is because when we're taking a picture of the card, we can't be bending it. That's what this thing does. The entire outer part bends the card when you pick it up, because then the suction releases the card below it. Because like if you just pick up a card, they'll stick together, right? So this part bends the card. That's why we have the rubber band. That's why we have these, so that it releases the card. But the thing is, when we're taking a picture of the card, our camera is underneath. So we need to make sure that the card is flat when we take a picture of it. And so what this does is a way for us to control whether this is basically a clicky pen mechanism. And we can control whether we want this to, you know, be free moving and go up and down, or locked up by the height at which we, you know, enter a channel. So we can either enter the channel by going up, or we can avoid the channel by staying down. And to when we enter the channel, things happen. I don't know. No, but like this will flip, or basically this will get caught dragging this entire mechanism up. This will get caught on something, and then it will, here, wait, I'll just draw it. Basically, we have something that looks like this. This is the channel. It's really just this. And so the hook, we'll draw the hook like that. The hook gets caught here, right? It wants to rotate in this direction, but it is blocked by this peg, right? That's this. So it will keep moving up until the peg goes into the slot for the peg. where it will be able to freely rotate, move into this part of the channel, and then it is locked in that position. Then to unlock it, all you need to do is move it in reverse, where the peg will get caught here. It will just slide over, and then the entire thing will go kerchunk, and it will pop back in where it's supposed to be. I mean, I don't want it to go kerchunk, but I'm afraid that's what it'll do anyway. Because, you know, it's gonna be bending a card really quickly. If it goes kerchunk, that could be bad for it. Yeah. Kerchunk. No. See, that's why we have the, actually, I don't know. It's just gonna go kerchunk. But if kerchunk becomes a problem in the future, we will deal with that in the future. But anyway, this was designed, yes, this mechanism is designed specifically to prevent the card from bending when you're taking a picture of the card. Normally, you're completely fine with the card being bent, right? When you're moving the cards around, that's fine. But at the start of the sort, you have to take a picture of every single card so you know what card it is, right? And so this is for that first initial card picture, you know, section. So my fear is that the kerchunk might like damage the cards a little bit, but it'll only happen taking a picture of the card so that we can hash it and then figure out what card it is, right? Because it's just a bunch of Pokemon cards, right? And so if I need to know exactly what the card is, if I don't know what card it is, then there's no point in like sorting it, right? So that's why we have this hole down here. That's where the camera is gonna live, because I figured that if we have a bin that's like, then I don't need to deal with lighting issues. If I can make sure the lighting stays the same every single picture, the card is gonna go into the bin. It'll be a dark room essentially. I'll have some lights in some strategic locations. And yeah. So that's why our bin has to have this little lever thing, so that it can do the thingy. I don't know how to say it. I want to replace this face. Oh. This one. That one. Okay. There we go. Oh, I lost it. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah, and then I need to do the mount for the whatever the thingy is, you know, the clicky thing. You know what I'm talking about. The limit switch. That's the sound it makes. Yeah, so for the card recognition, I've got an AI model trained to identify that it is a card. It's just, okay, so the hashing needs the card to be basically like perfectly identical. I mean, I'm wondering if there is a good way to unwarp it. Because if it is possible to do that, it is easier. I'm just like thinking, I don't know, since I'm doing the mechanical design right now, I'm thinking the mechanical design will be easier than the software. I did the software earlier, and it was already like complicated enough to get the hashing mechanism to be like somewhat reliable. And so I'm worried that this warping of the card might just be even more difficult. Now the thing is, because it's the mechanism itself that's bending the cards, we know exactly how much it's warped every single time. So hypothetically, we could probably just do something with OpenCV and just unwarp it basically. But I don't know how to do that. I do know how to design silly mechanisms. So yeah. Let me Google this actually. Let's check this out. Boom. Why is my caps lock on? Boom. Okay, it is, so the thing about OCR is that I've tried it, it's unreliable. And hashing is generally what all the other people do to solve the problem. So I'm going to look, that's the one we're looking for. That's the one we're looking for. That one in the bottom right corner. And I can't read it. So the way the image recognition works is, this is gut perspective. I'm already doing that. Okay, so the way our scanning works is, fisheye. Alright, I've got a cough. Mute button to the rescue. Is it cylindrical warper that we might want? Yeah, projection, so. Look at that. Okay, so other sorting machines do it differently. Let me show you. Ooh, full screen. Okay. The
Rokas
blah 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 blah.
Continuous source.
Okay, you see, it's hidden by chat. Okay, let's go and find a different frame.
Provides a continuous source of vacuum, which is required to pick up and release cards in the sorter.
Okay, it's, watch this. Wait, nope, that's not what I want. I have a keybind to hide chat. There it is, I found it. Okay, basically, you see this? The way that this sorting robot, watch this very carefully.
Provides continuous.
Okay, you'll notice it simply moves the suction cup down, but it does not move an entire mechanism down. This is the way they do it, all right? And it's probably better, but I had a reason why I did it this way. I can't seem to remember it right now. Why am I doing it this way? Oh, right, I remember now. It's because to do it like this, like the way they're doing it, you kind of need to be able to figure out how deep the bin is to move how far, you know, like you need to know how far you need to move, right? And so to do that, they'll use a time of flight sensor. Also, you'll notice here that the cards are face up, right? In this machine. In my machine, they're face down. And that's because the way this takes pictures is it just takes a picture of the card, then it picks it up. Mine picks it up, moves it over to the camera bin, and then takes a picture of it. I did this because it is far simpler to have the camera stationary than this camera moving on the gantry. And so, because of this, also I did not want the time of flight sensor, right? So I'm lazy. And I'm not gonna be programming my own firmware for the Arduino. Instead, I'm gonna be using off-the-shelf software called Gerbil. Gerbil is a CNC software, right? And so I can use Z-probe. And the reason why I'm doing it the way I am and not with a time of flight sensor like everyone else is because one, time of flight sensors are complicated and expensive or whatever, or I don't know, I just haven't used them before, so I have to learn something new. And cause like, I don't know, if I just use this limit switch when it reaches the thing, it seemed easier to me. And then I was like, well, if I'm gonna be probing it, like with a limit switch, I might as well just like bend it there too. And then it can be picked up faster. And then I don't need to like hover over the bin. You'll notice the Roca have to like sit on the bin for a little bit
cards in the sorter.
To make sure that all the cards have fallen off.
Vacuum pump provides a
Like
continuous
it has to
source of
sit there
vacuum,
for a little
which
bit,
is
right?
required to
And then it moves. So like I imagine I pick it up and then I can immediately move because all the cards have already been bent off of it, right? But yeah, so there you go. That's how the Roca sorter works. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure ultrasonic sensors and whatever are pretty easy. It's just, I don't want to have to adapt Gerbil to use it, you know? All I really want to do, I just want to be able to send G-code commands to this thing and have it just move. I don't want to have to program the, you know, that part of it. I don't want to program the Arduino firmware because it already exists in the form of Gerbil. But Gerbil uses, I don't know, limit switches. So I'm just going to use a limit switch, right? So that's my rationale. It's a bit silly, but that's why I'm doing it this way. And from preliminary testing, it seems to be working pretty all right. Of course. Yeah. Ah, my eyes hurt. Wow, what a weird symptom of having a cold. Oh, I peeked my microphone there by closing my water bottle right in front of the microphone. Very cool. Anyway, where was I? You know, maybe we don't need the mechanism. Maybe you're right. Let's use warp or cylindrical, whatever it's called. This cylindrical warp. We just need to do it inverse. Because this is exactly what this is gonna be pretty much. Oh my, that is quite some mathematics. But then again, there's this. So I just need to calculate the radius of the cylinder and then use the inverse of the matrix that it produces. So you know what? Good idea. We'll try that. I just figured it might be easier to solve a hardware problem than a software problem. But you know, if the software problem is not actually a problem and rather it's already a solved issue, then it's just easier to do it that way. Okay, that means there's one last thing we need to do, and then I can finally be done with the stream. Limit switch. Limit switch. Limit switch. Limit switch should go right about here, I think. So we'll just put limit switch and then we'll call it good. How do I limit switch? How thick is my limit switch? I lost it. I lost my limit switches, guys. I think it's 0.5. Wow, how convenient. No, actually, I think it's 6 millimeters. You know what I can do? I can go to frame and I can just like copy whatever this is. All right, how big did I make this? 7 by 20. Okay, sounds about right. Limit switch. Limit switch. I don't want to buy M2 screws. I really just want to keep using my 3D printer filament and jamming it into the hole. Can I keep doing that? Is that allowed? Is that legal? Limit switch. Limit switch, huh? Alright, how do I do limit switching? Wait, hold on. I just thought of something. I can put the limit switch in the bottom. And I can just click on the bottom. And at the underneath here, I can just have a screw. Right, I'm gonna go bald. Alright. This. What if I put the limit switch over here? Where can I jam said limit switch, huh? How big is this area? What if I just put it right there, you know? Here, let's measure this line. 22.5! Chat, it's perfect! I can't sing hallelujah. I wish I could, but my voice is too cooked. Okay. We're gonna put our limit switch right here. What a perfect handy location. Alright, how far off? Roughly... Okay, so the hole should be... maybe... I don't know, 7 point... maybe 8 millimeters. Yeah, we can call that 8 millimeters. Yeah, that's 8. Alright, check this out. Create the sketch. Actually, finish the sketch. And then undo the sketch. Uh-oh. I'm back. Nothing happened. Alright, we're gonna do the sketch here. Create the sketch. Check this out. We're gonna take a rectangle. We're gonna take a rectangle. Put it there. 7. 20. I like how it just works like that. And then I can, oh, you know what? And then I can just feed the wires through this channel. No, that's a bad idea. All right. Check this out. I'm gonna do this blind. Boom. Wow, I'm so good. That will be the wire channel. Then we can just create a sketch here. And then We're gonna just take a line. We're gonna call this 8 millimeters. Sure. Alright, now we gotta figure out where do we put these screws. That's 6 millimeters. I can't really tell. No, that seems to be 5. Okay, so if the thing is 20, then it's at 5 and 15. So this should be 2. This should be 2. Sure. You know what? I'm gonna call that certified good enough. Woo! We did it. We did it, chat. We did it. We don't even need the silly thingy. Silly thingy is too complicated anyway. I just wanted to be clever and have a clever little mechanism built into my part sorting robot so everyone can see how clever I am. But no, that's not necessary. Yeah, GG's chats, GG's. Epic Vic Roy in this Johnson. I'm gonna send this to the printer. I think I'm gonna end the stream, and we will. Maybe I'll check in tomorrow. We'll see if I have the time, but I'm gonna send this to the printer now. Wait, hold on. Can I just do that like this? Boom. Orca slicer. I've got PLA in there. Yeah, this'll do. Thanks for the good luck wishes. Okay, watch this. Oh gosh. I would like to rotate this such that it is printing on that face. Look at that. Wow. You know what I didn't add? I didn't add any sort of not tolerance is not the right word. There's another word for it. Clearance. I did not add any clearance for these channels that move. That might be problematic. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just add it right now. Check this out. Press pull. Minus 0.4. I only need it on that face because I actually do need it on more faces. Press pull. I only need it on this face actually. Minus 0.4. Actually no, I do need it on more faces. Also, I can delete all hit features after history marker. What faces do I need it on? I need it on... Okay, on one of the sides I need it on this face. On the other side I need it on... Okay, on one of the sides I need it on this face and this face. On the other side I just need it on that one. There we go. Press pull. No. Can I grab both of these? Press pull. Minus 0.4. 0.4 seems a bit big. We're gonna make this be 0.2. And then, okay. And then we repeat that here. Minus 0.2. And it seems to break literally everything. That's cool. No, actually, I don't need it on this side per se. I think I can get away with just one side. No, I do need it on this side. You know what? I will let those warnings be warnings and be annoying. I don't care. Oh my goodness! Check this out. New solution. Wow, what a great solution, me. Bye-bye. Now how do I fix this last one? I can't exactly... Can I just like... Here, watch this. Bada bing. Bada boom. Wow, incredible. Wow, it's like it never existed. Alright. We're gonna send this to the gulag, I mean the 3D printer. And I'm gonna make sure supports are disabled. Slice. Let's see, does it work? Ah, look at that, it works perfectly fine. Alright everyone, I'm gonna press the send button. Boom. Upload. And I will see you again very, very soon. Bye. Bye. Wow, incredible. Alright, thank you all for watching. See you later. Bye-bye. And now I press the end stream button.